I'll turn your attention to this one part of an interview you did on Fox a few weeks ago, I think with Harris Faulkner. I want to get your reaction on this. This is you on Fox News on September 9th, I believe.
Progressive district attorneys are anti-police, pro-criminal, and overwhelmingly elected with George Soros' money, and they're a major cause of the violence we're seeing because they keep putting the violent criminals back on the street.
I'm not sure we need to bring George Soros into this.
I was going to say you get the last word, Speaker.
He paid for it. I mean, why can't we discuss the fact that millions of dollars he spent?
I agree with Melissa. George Soros doesn't need to be a part of this conversation.
Okay. So it's verboten.
All right, we're going to.
I mean, that's got to be one of the most uncomfortable moments of TV, whether it's Fox and you're seeing Murdoch's sons recently giving money to the Democratic Party. So the reason why I'm saying this is, if Fox goes left and an interview like that happens, I want to get your reaction on that, period. But if Fox goes left, what's the only media channel that's left for the right to, give their own side of the argument?
Well, I mean, first of all, what you saw was a mistake. And then Fox had no problem with talking about Soros. And in fact, the next day, she apologized for the way it was mishandled. And what had happened was
Who's she? Harris or the lady in the yellow? Okay.
Harris Faulkner. No. Look, the other woman is a professional Democrat and was doing her job, which is to clutter it up and try to not let us score points against Democrats. Harris, I think, because we were separated, it was all virtual. I was, I think, actually in Rome at the time. And so Harris was a half step back in sort of sorting it out because it wasn't like we were on the same couch. The next day I did her show and she openly apologized and said, look, we would never cut you, we love having you on, et cetera. So I think it was actually a technical mistake. Now, having said that, if at some point Fox decides to become a left-wing establishment channel, there will be 3 or 4 channels, probably starting with Newsmax, but there will be 3 or 4 different channels competing to replace Fox. I don't think the Fox audience is going to go with Fox if it becomes a left-wing channel. Nor, by the way, when I look at their lineup, I don't think that Tucker or Sean or Laura are about to become moderates. So they would have a long way to go. And I do Fox and Friends all the time, and I feel very comfortable doing all these shows. And generally speaking, they're probably not quite as far to the right as they were under Ailes, but they're still far and away the most effective conservative vehicle in the country.